Hey, so I hope you can see me. I'm only going by the light of that lamp. The light up there, where is it? There is turned off. But anyway, I need to talk I need to talk in a louder voice, so you guys can hear me. Anyway, anyway, that. Tonight, well, as you can kind of see, I haven't vlogged all day, and I'm sorry. Part of it's that I didn't get up until like noon, and then I had a shower and had lunch, and then went on my date pretty much. Yeah, I didn't tell you until I didn't know what to say that the thing that I was doing today was a date, but that's what it was. And I got back from there and didn't really do much. So I got back around like, well, I left around like 3:20, 3:22. I got back around 10 something, I think, maybe. Anyway, since I didn't do any vlogging until like right now, this vlog is going to be a one-taker, like a one-take Sunday. It's going to be a one-taker, and I'm just going to talk about how my date went and such. So here goes. Yeah, I had a date today with the guy that I've been talking to for a couple weeks, at least since May 17th. But I don't know, I don't think that's when we started originally talking, but anyway, at least since then, and that was like a Thursday, I think. Either Thursday or Friday. But anyway, I've been talking since then, and most of that time we've been texting. Yeah, and then because we met online, but we had the date today. We met at like 3:55, but I didn't get there till like 3:59, which is only 4 minutes later, but still. Like, he sent me a text saying, "You're late," and I was like, "I know, I'm sorry." Anyway, sorry, I was just thinking, I, was in my car and I said that or whatever, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, should I go in? Is he in his car? I don't know if I should like wait for him, or if he's already in there, in like the lobby or something, and I should go in. I don't know. So I like sat there for a moment, and he texted me. He's like, "Well, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right." I'm like, "Yay!" So, or he said, "Come on in" or something. And it's The Price is Right thing. And so I was like, "Yeah." I typed back, "Yay!" And then I got out of my car and I locked it. I went back to my phone to turn. I think it's like to turn the sound down or whatever. So if someone decided to text me, it wouldn't disturb him or me or whatever. It wouldn't disturb the date. So anyway, I did that, and then I went to put my phone in my pocket, and I looked up, like to walk toward the theater, and he was standing right there, and yeah, he looked pretty nice. He had on this like, I don't know, do you call it? Well, I guess only he knows what he wore, and I know what he wore type thing. I don't know if you call it a polo. I don't know if you call it a polo shirt. But anyway, whatever it was white and short sleeved and like had a couple buttons here or whatever. But anyway, it was nice. And he had done this thing called a warrior dash this morning, and he was pretty sore. Um, but he was still willing to go on the date, and he tried to kind of be tough about it and not moan and groan too much. So props to him for that. Thumbs up for him for that. Yeah, the Warrior Dash. You can look that up online if you don't know what that is. Or I could maybe put a link. I don't know if I will or not though. But yeah, there's a like an obstacle course thing. It looked kind of neat. He wants me to do that thing with him again in October, or not October, September. And I told him I think about it. I was like, well, when's the registration deadline? He's like, I don't know. I'll have to find out. I was like, okay, well, I'll think about it. Anyway, we go into the movie. We watch Now You See Me. We were going to go bowling, but they aren't open on Sundays, so that didn't really. We weren't able to do that. We had to change plans, but um, we had both talked about wanting to see Now You See Me, so that's what we did. We saw that, and he he asked what I want. I'm probably making this too long, but he asked what I wanted to drink, and I was like, well, maybe like a small Coke or something. He's like, a small, and I was like, well, small or medium, because I didn't want to like get something like big and make him pay a bunch of money type thing. I didn't want to like, I don't want to seem like I'm like, I don't know, somebody that's expensive to buy for or whatever. So, yeah, he got me a medium Coke, and he got a medium Sprite, and asked what I wanted, like, if I wanted anything to eat type thing. I was like, well, maybe a small popcorn. I don't go to the movies very often. When I used to go to, the Kenton one with Jenny and them and stuff, I used to get, nachos and cheese, like, every time I went. It was like $2.50, and it was worth it, because it was fun. And I didn't have anything else I had to spend money on. But anyway, I was like, maybe a small popcorn. And he's like, well, and I knew he was getting popcorn, but I didn't want to like assume that we would share because I didn't know if he'd want to do that. He was like, well, how about we get a large, or would it be okay if we get a large and share? And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. So that's what we did. We each had medium pop of our own, and we shared a large popcorn. The movie was pretty good. I liked it. And then we went to Olive Garden and had supper. And I had fettuccine alfredo that I later forgot in his car when I came back home. But then we went to like a housing develop. Well, we were looking for a place to walk because we planned on like watching the movie and then eating at Olive Garden or wherever, which is where we ate, and then walking for maybe like a mile or two or something. And yeah, so we didn't really know where there was a place, so we ended up parking in like a housing development gated community-ish thing. It wasn't really gated, but that kind of thing. And we pretty parked in a parking spot, and then we just kind of walked around. And that was cool too. Yeah, because during that time, I mean, it's not cool just because of this, but during that time, he asked me to go with him to this wedding that he's in. It's gonna be a little awkward for a little while because he's gonna be up in like the wedding party seats that are like separate from everybody else, and I'm probably gonna be sitting by his mom. And I don't have any bad track record with moms or anything, but it'll be my first time meeting his mom, and he won't be right there until like after we finish eating. So I feel like that's gonna be a lot of time. But I mean, he said she's nice, and I'm sure she is. It's just, it'll just be a little nerve wracking. But then he promised to dance with me all night. Besides like one dance for his mom, and I mean he can dance more than that with his mom if he wants or whatever. But that was yay. I love like dancing and slow dancing, and I love weddings, and it's gonna be so fun. He's the only person I'm gonna know there besides his mom by the end of the night. Anywho, so that's exciting, and I get to wear one of my dresses. I like wearing dresses, not on normal days, but I love having like a dressy excuse to wear a dress. Anyway, so we walked and stuff and talked, and he invited me to the wedding thing, the wedding reception and stuff. Oh, am I gonna get that? Well, I guess it's kind of assumed that I go to both the wedding and the reception. It's in another town, so there's that, and yeah. So we did that. And we got in the car, and I mentioned something about this like either ice cream or dirt being on my bag, which I think it might be ice cream because it's sticky and I need to get that off. But anyway, he was like, you know what, ice cream sounds good. So, and he could have, well, yeah. So ice cream sounds good. And I was like, okay, yeah, that does sound good. He's like, do you want to top off our night with ice cream? I was like, yeah, because I didn't want the night to be over. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about, yeah, anything to make this night last longer. Yeah, I'm cheesy, I know. But anyway, I didn't say that, of course. I was just like, yeah, of course. And so we went and I looked up the closest place, which was a place that I forget what it was called. a frozen yogurt place, and we went there, and it's like the first time going to a frozen yogurt place, really. They have like a bajillion different kinds of yogurt. You grab a cup, and you went and got your yogurt, and your toppings, and your toppings, and your toppings, and there's syrup, and it was pretty good. It was I got raspberry frozen yogurt stuff, and I had like peanuts and these strawberry things and gummy bears on top. I think that was it, and sprinkles. I probably could have done without the gummy bears on top. I like gummy bears, but I didn't really like it on there. And the strawberry things, they were okay, but they were kind of weird because you could like, it was hard. You wouldn't know unless you were there, but they were like these brown things, and they were like like I don't know. Anyway, but that stuff was good. We talked more when we ate, and then I should show you. I already wrapped them up, but hold on. I'll try to do this fast because we got to, well, like the spoons, they give you a plastic, and we got to keep our spoons. I'll show you what it says. It says, oh, it's upside down. Sweet music. And the cool thing is, these are limited edition, which isn't like awesome because they're not like gonna collect. They're gonna be like, ooh, a limited edition, I can go sell them later. That's so awesome. I don't talk like a British accent usually. Anyway, but they are limited edition, so like, I don't know, I feel like that's something extra special, adding to like the fact that like we, like on our first date we went and had yogurt and stuff, and yeah, but not only that, but they're limited edition ones, so like they might not be there, like if we go there again, they might not be there next time, so that's cool. So there's that, and then he took me back to my car, which is at the movie theater, because after the movie, we were going around his car. He took me back to my car, and I showed him the top, my, like, roof of my car or whatever, and the fact that it was all, like, red and stuff, and we kind of have a joke going that I'm a murderer, because I may or may not be, I'm not, but we kind of have a joke going that I am. But anyway, he walked me to my, I need to stop talking so fast. I just did it again. Okay, so he walked me to my car, and we hugged, and he kissed me on the cheek, and then I got in the car, and I remembered that I had no gas, so I had to go get some gas, and like we said goodbye, all that, and I was halfway home and realized that I had forgotten my leftover food in his car, and forgotten the breadsticks, so he ate the food. And his friend, at least one of his friends, ate one of the breadsticks, which is fine, but I wish I wouldn't have gotten it. But we're planning on seeing each other again next weekend, maybe Saturday and Sunday, and then 2 weeks after that for the wedding. And the week after that, he has, like, the weekend between those 2 days, those 2 dates, those 2 weekends, whatever. He has another wedding, I think, for his cousin. I don't remember which. No, for his friend. I don't know. For his friend, I think. Because one's for his friend and one's for his cousin. I think the cousin one is the one I'm going to. I think. Yeah. Because his mom wouldn't go to the friend one, would she? Anyway, that's how my date went. It was great, grand, amazing, and wonderful. And Palafity, I suppose. So, yeah, there's that. I still need to fold my laundry. I haven't done that yet. And I gotta do laundry again, like Tuesday or Wednesday, because that's my day that I decide to do laundry. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed, but I really enjoyed the date tonight. Or today and tonight, whatever. It was great. It was amazing. Great and amazing. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a great, grand, wonderful, amazing, Palafity day. And I will, yeah, see you tomorrow. Good night.